Be seated please for a moment. I think Gerry wants to say a few words for us now.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Father John for his magnificent tribute to Marie. I feel like a comedian who's come on after the main act to find that all my best lines have been stolen, but it was a wonderfully coherent expression on or illustration of Marie's life. So it's like coming to Croke Park, I think, to find that the senior match has been already played and you're now going to get the minor one. It's very hard to decide what to say about Marie. There is so much. Her life was multifaceted and it is difficult to know what to omit and where to begin. Marie was a selfless person. She always put the needs of others before herself. I think it was that humanity, that concern for others that marked her out. Marie had such a zest for life and believed in not wasting a moment, whether it be in her teaching career or writing her journals, gardening, or furthering the spiritual side of her nature. I want to be true to her. What would she say? I know her talk would be full of joy and gratitude, without an ounce of self-pity. Marie believed that it was important to be grateful. For the last number of months, we started to pray together at night time, and Marie would start by recounting the reasons to be thankful for that day. Clearly, we are all particularly sad today, and it is difficult to smile, but I want to express my thanks, as Marie would have done, for her life and for her positive influence on all of us. I would like to give thanks for the legacy she leaves behind her. Her book, her journals, her carefully annotated photo albums, and her family histories. We are all enriched by those labours. I would like to give thanks for her example. She always felt that no matter how debilitated by pain you were, you could do something, if it was only just to bear witness. I would like to give thanks for her listening ear and years of wise counsel. Attitude, she told us, is a decision. You can decide to be positive. I think there's something that's going to be severely tested in the next few weeks. She often advised not to aim for perfection, as it frequently stopped you from doing anything. One of her favourite phrases was, just do it. And Marie was certainly a doer. She was very involved in the life of the parish. She'd been on the parish council, she was a minister for Holy Communion, she'd been training altar servers, she was on the Women's Forum, and she was in the Family Mass group. I would like to give thanks also, but it didn't prevent her from raising her concerns about the position of women in the church. I would like to give thanks that we were all given so much time. That's surely a grace that we were given so much time to prepare for her departure. It was a gift that has been denied to many. And it was a time that was used most productively. As Father John said, I was hauled off to a marriage improvement course last summer. There wasn't an ounce of malice in Marie. She had a winning smile and mischievous twinkle in her eye, but her commitment was to always be willing and eager to help. She was very loyal to her wide circle of friends and genuinely concerned for their welfare. But of course, the people who benefited most from her devotion were us, her family and close relatives. She loved her children dearly and encouraged them to do their best and to stretch themselves. She was very proud of them. I met Marie on the 1st of April, April Fool's Day, 1982, in Raffles Disco on Moorhampton Road. She had gone there reluctantly as a favour to a friend, as she had heard it was a den of iniquity, populated by married men up to no good. So Marie was a country and western fan, and she went to dances to do just that, to dance, or more particularly to jive. Me, not being either a jiver or a dancer of any sort, never frequented those venues. This turned out to be the most important day of my life. We both enjoyed the outdoors, and this pastime almost ended catastrophically. While on Carrauntoohil, Marie got trapped on a narrow ledge no more than 12 inches wide, and I had to climb out and leave her there while I got help. She was alone on that ledge for 8 hours, and it is such a testament to her mental strength that she didn't fall. The mountain rescue team had to rappel down on ropes to rescue her, and I was told they could hear her singing hymns as they drew near. And when I saw her, she was beaming as usual, with no complaint about the hardship she had endured. Marie was an extraordinary person, a unique combination of gentleness and strength. Many people down the years have remarked on what an inspiration she was, and how she fought such a brave battle for the last 11 years. She was a very positive lady. No matter what life-threatening challenge landed on her doorstep, she always managed to look on the bright side. I remarked one time to her that she was lucky to be born with such a positive outlook. And she looked me in the eye and said, this was a lifetime project. And looking back, I remembered how she was always searching for ways to improve herself, from the charismatic movement to yoga to mindfulness, and finally to Orla. Father John has already talked about her relationship with Orla and her talks and the honesty and the lack of emotion she used to recount her trials and tribulations with. She loved nature, and she got great joy out of observing the birds and the flowers, identifying them and taking pictures of them. I will finish by reading one of her poems, which illustrates her joy at the wonder of nature and her philosophy of life. It's called Enraptured Moment, and it is set in our garden, and she is deadheading flowers. So, Enraptured Moment. It was written on the 12th of June this year. I set my stool by the carnations, deadheading, removed one perfect bloom by accident, held it gently in my fingers, surveying its layers of pink, light and deep, with alternating frills, and 2 antennae rising from its core. This moment is. No whys or other meanings, the flower glows in open acceptance of its being. I touch its core and know I am in heaven. Thank you.
Thank you, Gerry. I think that was the major game.